Egypt, a land where history and myth are woven together, where the past lingers in every grain of sand and every ripple of water. The very name conjures images of golden pyramids rising from the desert, mighty pharaohs ruling from their thrones, and grand temples echoing with the prayers of ancient priests. These wonders have drawn travelers for centuries, their stories etched into the world's imagination. But beyond the monuments and the crowds, there's another Egypt, one that whispers quietly along the banks of the Nile in villages tucked away from the well-trodden tourist paths. Here, the true heart of the country beats, steady and strong, in the rhythm of everyday life. Here, life flows with the river itself. Children laugh and splash in the shallows, their voices mingling with the calls of waterbirds. Villagers gather at the water's edge to bathe, to wash clothes, to share stories and news. For generations, families have come together by the Nile, their lives shaped by its gentle currents and the promise of its waters. The Nile isn't just a river, it's the country's lifeblood, feeding both land and spirit. Its waters turn the desert green, coaxing crops from the earth and sustaining the people who depend on its bounty. Farmers rise with the sun to draw water from the river, tending fields that have flourished here for thousands of years. The Nile's gift is not only food, but a sense of belonging, a connection to the land and to each other. To truly know Egypt, you must leave the monuments behind and drift into these hidden communities. Step aboard a felucca, the traditional sailboat of the Nile, and let the river carry you away from the noise and bustle. As you glide past reed beds and quiet villages, you'll discover a world that feels timeless, untouched by the centuries. Among groves of date palms and fields of emerald green, villagers live much as their ancestors did. Their days are shaped by the river's gentle rhythm, planting, harvesting, gathering together at dusk. The pace of life here is slow, deliberate, and deeply connected to the land. Generations pass down traditions, stories, and songs, all woven into the fabric of daily life. Imagine gliding on a felucca at sunset, the sky ablaze with color, passing mud brick homes painted in shades of blue and white. The air is scented with baking bread from outdoor clay ovens, and the laughter of children drifts across the water. Here, every evening feels like a celebration of simple joys, a reminder of the beauty found in ordinary moments. This is the Egypt that endures, quiet, welcoming, and deeply connected to the timeless Nile. Villagers greet travelers with warmth and curiosity, eager to share a meal or a story. Elders cast their nets from small wooden boats, fishing as their fathers and grandfathers did before them, their lives guided by the river's eternal flow. Here, the soul of the country reveals itself, not in grandeur, but in the simple, beautiful rhythm of daily life. In the laughter of children, the sharing of bread, and the quiet strength of a community bound together by the river, you find the true heart of Egypt, timeless, enduring, and full of life. Before the first tourist stirs, Nile villages are already alive. The gentle light of dawn creeps over mud brick homes, painting the landscape in soft gold. Roosters crow, and the first sounds of daily life echo through narrow lanes as families begin to stir from their sleep. Dawn breaks with the adhan from a small mosque, its call to prayer drifting across the fields and riverbanks. The air is cool and fresh, filled with birdsong and the lowing of water buffalo at the river's edge. Mist rises from the Nile, shrouding the village in a peaceful haze. Fishermen slip quietly onto the water, their wooden boats gliding silently through the morning mist. With practiced hands, they cast their nets, using skills passed down for generations. Each catch is a testament to patience and tradition, connecting them to ancestors who fished these same waters. On land, farmers tend the rich, dark soil, coaxing life from the earth. They grow sugarcane, corn, and vegetables, working side by side with family members. The rhythm of their labor is set by the rising sun and the promise of another fruitful day. Women in bright galabeas gather in courtyards, kneading dough for aish baladi, the traditional Egyptian bread. Laughter and conversation fill the air as they shape loaves and tend to outdoor ovens. The scent of baking bread drifts through the village, mingling with the earthy aroma of the fields. Children finish their morning chores, feeding chickens, fetching water, sweeping courtyards, before racing to the riverbank. There, they play, swim, and learn from elders, their laughter echoing across the water. The Nile is both classroom and playground, shaping their childhood memories. Life here moves with the sun, not the clock, each task purposeful, each moment shared. Neighbors greet each other warmly, lending a hand where needed. The sense of community is woven into every action, from tending crops to sharing meals. The river is playground, provider, and teacher. It nourishes the fields, offers fish for the table, and brings people together at its banks. Every villager, young and old, feels its presence in daily life. Community is everything. Neighbors help, families gather, and the day unfolds in harmony with nature. Festivals, prayers, and simple acts of kindness bind the village together, creating a tapestry of shared experience. In these villages, time slows, and every sunrise feels like a new beginning. The promise of the day is written in the golden light, in the laughter of children, and in the quiet strength of a community living in step with the river and the land. To know a Nile village, share its food. Meals are simple, fresh, and deeply tied to the land and river. Grilled fish, stew, and vegetables from nearby fields. Staples like soup, and bring comfort and nourishment. Food is always communal. Big platters in the center, laughter and stories shared. Bread used to scoop up every bite. Hospitality is sacred. Being invited to a meal means joining the family. Sweet dates, sugarcane juice, and strong sweet tea are daily pleasures. Every meal is a celebration of togetherness and tradition. Here, food is more than sustenance. It's the heart of community. In every cup of tea, you taste the warmth and connection that define village life. The true treasures here are the people and their stories. Elders recall floods before the Aswan Dam, and fishermen pass down river wisdom through generations. Women weave tales into bread and cloth, their crafts recording family history in color and pattern. Conversations center on crops, fish, and family, life's real concerns. Lullabies and laughter echo through the evenings, binding generations together. In these stories, happiness is measured not by wealth, but by community and harmony with nature. The river's memory lives in every tale, every song, every shared moment. Here, the past and present flow together, as steady as the Nile itself. Ancient crafts are the heartbeat of Nile villages. Weavers work looms in shaded courtyards, their hands creating vibrant rugs and shawls from local wool and natural dyes. Each piece tells a story, a family, tradition, and the land itself. Potters shape Nile clay into water jugs and cooking pots, their skill turning earth into daily essentials. These crafts are not just art, they're survival, heritage, and pride. Buying a woven rug or clay pot means holding a piece of the village's soul. The river provides not just water, but the very materials for life. In every crafted object, the spirit of the Nile endures. Life here is beautiful in its simplicity. Goats wander at dusk, children's laughter echoing through narrow village lanes as the sun sets behind mud brick homes. The air is filled with the gentle sounds of daily life, a rhythm that has changed little over generations. Generosity is woven into every interaction. Neighbors share what they have, whether it's a cup of tea, a loaf of bread, or a helping hand. Hospitality is not just a custom, it's a way of life, binding the community together. Community is the village's greatest strength. When a house needs building, everyone pitches in. When there's a celebration, the whole village gathers, sharing in each other's joys and sorrows. Women help each other with daily chores, and no one is left behind. Whether young or old, everyone is cared for. This spirit of cooperation is the heartbeat of village life. Yet, hardship is real. Long days are spent in the fields under the hot sun, hands toughened by years of labor. The work is demanding, but it is also a source of pride and sustenance. Access to healthcare and education is limited. The river, which gives life to the land, can also bring floods and hardship, testing the resilience of those who live here. Every season brings new challenges, but also new hope. Faith is a constant companion. Families pray together at home, and the community gathers at the mosque, drawing strength from shared beliefs and traditions. Privacy is rare in such close quarters, but support is ever present. In times of need, the village comes together, ensuring that no one faces hardship alone. Whether it's carrying water from the river or comforting a grieving neighbor, acts of kindness are part of daily life. The balance here is delicate, a blend of beauty and burden, of tradition and the slow march of change. Elders pass down crafts and stories, while the younger generation explores the world through smartphones, bridging old and new. Joy is found not in material ease, but in the strength of family bonds and the laughter of children by the riverbank. Meals are shared, stories are told, and generations gather together, reinforcing the ties that hold the community strong. The river's rhythm shapes daily life. Fishermen set out at dawn, women wash clothes along its banks, and everyone depends on its flow. Each day is a testament to endurance, to the quiet strength that comes from working together and facing life's challenges as one. Connection and hope flourish here, in the embrace of friends and the shade of palm trees where stories are shared. Richness is measured not by possessions, but by a sense of belonging, by the smiles of neighbors and the comfort of home. The people of the Nile live with gratitude and grit, shaped by the water that sustains them and the land that challenges them. In this place, every day is a balance, between giving and receiving, between hardship and joy, between the past and the promise of tomorrow. These villages remain hidden, untouched by mass tourism. Cruise ships glide past, but can't reach the shallow banks or winding channels where real life unfolds. No jetties, no tourist centers, just small boats and a willingness to leave the beaten path. Their seclusion preserves authenticity. No guides, no souvenir shops, just genuine encounters. Language and culture barriers keep most travelers away, but for the curious, this is the true adventure. Here, you find peace, authenticity, and a way of life unchanged for generations. The villages are a secret, protected by their remoteness. Their gentle rhythm is their greatest treasure. For those who listen, the Nile's hidden heart quietly reveals itself. The felucca is your key to this other Egypt. Sailing slowly, you become part of the landscape. No engine, just wind, water, and silence. Nights are spent under stars, meals cooked by Nubian crew from village-fresh ingredients. The crew's knowledge and warmth open doors to spontaneous encounters. A swim, a village visit, a shared cup of tea. These unscripted moments become the journey's true memories. Traveling by felucca is a choice, to move gently, connect deeply, and leave a light footprint. It's about simplicity, respect, and authentic connection. As you drift under the moon, you feel the ancient rhythm of the Nile. The felucca calls you to a more meaningful way of travel. Visiting these villages is a privilege and a responsibility. Respect is essential. Honor customs, ask before photographing, and accept hospitality with gratitude. Support the local economy by buying directly from artisans and farmers. This sustains traditions and empowers communities to protect their heritage. Be mindful of your environmental impact. Keep the Nile clean, use less plastic, and travel with responsible operators. The greatest gift you can take is a new perspective, the value of community, the beauty of simplicity, and the joy of connection. True richness lies in human bonds, not material things. Let's be guests who give as much as we receive, ensuring the Nile's secret heart endures. Our gentle presence can help this timeless world thrive for generations to come.